Hi, 1 week ago I unboxed my new iPhone XS Max and here is everything you need to know about it. Enjoy! Since my last video, it has been quite a long time. I didn't have a lot of time to make a video, so yeah, sorry for that. But I got this beautiful new case, leather case, in this midnight blue color, which looks quite good, especially on good lighting situation, so I don't know. It looks gorgeous anyway. But I prefer to have my new machine without a case. Especially for this kind of video, because this iPhone XS Max looks gorgeous, especially the stainless steel borders, without a case of course. iPhone XS Max is finally a perfect phone for me. Now I don't see anything that is wrong. Oh, except for, Beautygate. I had like 5 to 6 problems with my iPhone 10, but this year they are all fixed. I got bigger display, which is one of the main reasons why I choose a new iPhone this year. Now all my content looks more immersive and properly better. At this time, there are still some apps that aren't fully optimized for this bigger display with high resolution, like this one. Just a moment. So like this one, you can see here those white borders at the top of the display, and it looks awful. I can't wait for developers to update their apps so everything will look much better. The second thing I hate about iPhone X is the battery life. Now, with iPhone XS Max, I can get to a full day of usage without turning on low power mode, so I can work on full power. Speaking of power, new Apple A12 Bionic chip is noticeably faster than the Apple A11 in iPhone X. Interesting fact, last year there was a huge difference in raw power between iPhone 7 and iPhone X, so in numbers, so Geekbench and so on. But this year there is not much of a difference. I can show you one score I find there. So yeah, this one is like 480 and 1090/97, and this is the iPhone X score, so there is not much of a difference. But in real life test, iPhone XS Max is like a lot faster, at least for me. The biggest difference this year is in terms of GPU. So if we run this compute benchmark to test a GPU, we got some great results. 21,000 compared to just 15,000 on the iPhone X. And when we do this complete benchmark in entity benchmark, we see that the score is much higher. I got an impressive 341,661. This is really an impressive score. If we compare that to iPhone X, iPhone X got just 230,141. So iPhone XS Max has like 100,000 increase. So if you want to play some intensive games, iPhone XS and XS Max will be a lot better. So now with Apple A12 Bionic, everything is very smooth and fast with a lot of power, and there is no shutter lag when we try to take a portrait photo. I don't know, what can we do? Maybe put like that, this one. Perfect, perfect. Now just focus on it. Like that, I don't know, got a portrait. So, the thing is that now, with iPhone XS Max, there is no shutter lag in portrait mode, which is very good. Speaking of portrait mode, now you can change aperture after you taken a shot, and this is one of the best feature, at least for me. A lot of photos looks a lot better. I don't know with something like that. So you can change between f1.4 to f16. And then there is RAM management. iPhone XS Max has 4 gigs of RAM, like you can see here, an addition of 1 gig compared to iPhone X, and it helps a lot. Now I can have a lot of apps open, and it still managed to keep these apps in the background. That is really a pleasure. Remember when you took a photo in low light and the picture was all blurry, and when you shoot an object but the sun was too shine so the photo was blurry and so on? Not good. And then you point at, I don't know, at light source at the night and all you could see was white bubble around the object. All of that is now fixed with iPhone XS Max and Smart HDR. Camera improvements are huge. This is the biggest upgrade in this year's iPhones, and not just that, this is the biggest gain in year-to-year performance, camera performance, ever since the original iPhone. Even though hardware wasn't improved drastically, except for larger pixels, so the whole camera setup is a bit larger, allowing for more light to come to sensor, and obviously better low light performance. But the biggest difference this year is in terms of software. And thanks to Apple A12 Bionic chip, photos look more vibrant, detailed, less blurry, and overall much better. Take a look for yourself. Here are some of examples.
Can't count the times I almost said what's on my mind, but I didn't.
Next problem I had with iPhone X was because of my mistake. I chose 64 gigs and it wasn't enough. This year I choose 256 gigs and it is much better. Right now I have like 100 gigs filled, so yeah, 256 is definitely a great option. Now I can store all of my photos, files and all other documents directly on my iPhone, no need for expensive iCloud payment. Apple said that Face ID is now faster. Maybe it is, but it is definitely not noticeable, like you can see. No, it's quite fast, but I don't see a huge improvement here. And there is one more, and that is gigabit LTE. So we have 2 more antennas here, just for that gigabit LTE. Of course, I don't get this speed in Slovenia by any means, but LTE is in fact a lot faster than the one in iPhone X. Also, I get LTE when previously I got just like 3G. And in most tests, the average speed improvement of LTE is like 2.5 times faster than the one in iPhone X. And that is a huge difference. The new iPhone XS Max also has improved speakers, so it should sound very loud. It definitely is loud. Quite loud. But anyway, I don't see a huge difference between iPhone X. And also it has much better water resistance now with IP68 up to 2 meters for 30 minutes compared to just 1 meter with iPhone X. So to finish, the new iPhone X is in fact the perfect iPhone for me. I don't need anything else in terms of hardware, but in terms of software, there is a ton of things that needs to be done. The first thing is picture-in-picture support on iPhone, so you could watch a video and do something else at the same time. Also, because of that large display on iPhone XS Max, we definitely need split screen support. For me, it was worth upgrading from iPhone X. With that phone, I got upgrades just where I needed them. So I'm extremely satisfied with this year's iPhones, even if it is just a minor update. But for most people, it is not worth it if you are coming from iPhone 10. But if you have anything older, like iPhone 7 or even iPhone 6, you are going to love this phone. And then, it is definitely worth it. This is all for today. Have a great day. Bye. If you liked that video, feel free to subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell icon to get you notified whenever a new video is ready.
In case you